This law is not just a problem for people who are
Okay, so there are
undocumented.
millions of these
It's not
cards
just a
out there.
problem
They're
for
supposed
immigrants.
it's just
It's
the
not
honor
just a problem
system.
particularly in
for
the interior. The resources that are drained down the border waiting to be
In 2026, the United States turns 250 years old. That means Americans are looking back at how the country was founded and what those ideas mean today. One of the most significant concepts in American history is freedom. Freedom to move, freedom to live safely, and the freedom to be treated fairly under law. Today, one issue tests all of those ideas: border control. The border is where national security, immigration, and freedom all collide, and the debate over how to control it has become one of the most important arguments in modern American history.
It's not just a problem for people who are undocumented. It's not just a problem for immigrants. It's not just a problem for anyone who looks like they might have come to America from somewhere else. It's a problem for every American who cares about freedom.
Supporters of this view argue that freedom is weakened when people are treated as suspicious just because of how they look.
The idea that any government official can determine who belongs in America and who doesn't simply by looking at them is completely ridiculous, unfair, and un-American.
This connects directly to the Declaration of Independence, which says all people are created equal, not judged by appearance.
While freedom matters, the federal government also faces a massive challenge. Every year, hundreds of millions of people enter the United States illegally. At the same time, illegal crossing and smuggling remains serious concerns.
We are working to find and stop the proverbial needles in the haystack while the haystack is moving.
Officials describe border security as a constant race against time. They must identify threats while trade, travel, and tourism never stop. According to the Department of Homeland Security, border agencies are expected to stop dangerous people and goods without slowing down the economy.
Many people assume legal immigration only happens at the border fence, but that's not true. A large number of people enter the U.S. legally and then overstay their visa.
Okay, so there are millions of these cards out there. They're supposed to, it's just the honor system right now, right? You're just supposed to come back. But you aren't gauging even a single person as to whether or not they're returning.
We're not capturing that right now.
This means the government often doesn't know who leaves the country. That creates a huge gap in border security and makes enforcement harder. Critics argue this proves the system needs reform, not just more fences. One of the most visible border security tools is fencing. Supporters say fences slow crossings and help agents respond faster.
The fence, and in particular, you mentioned San Diego, has had an impact in reducing the flow of people into the United States in those areas where we do have fence.
However, officials also admit that fences alone do not solve the problem. Smugglers adapt and technology must constantly improve to keep up.
Another major question in the border control debate is who is in charge. Is border control a state responsibility, or is it controlled by the federal government?
9/11 fundamentally changed everything, and the Anti-Terrorism Act that followed shortly after that required that we create the Department of Homeland Security, merge agencies, and secure the border. The focus now became on border security, which ironically brought the kinds of resources to the border area that they never had before.
Under the Constitution, immigration enforcement is a federal responsibility. However, some states argue that they must step in when they believe the federal government is not doing enough. Critics warn that state-level enforcement can lead to confusion, unequal treatment, and violations of civil rights. At its core, the border debate is about balancing freedom and power. The Declaration of Independence says that governments exist to protect people's rights. That idea still matters today. Supporters of strict border control argue that strong enforcement protects freedom. Opponents argue that freedom is weakened when people are treated as guilty without evidence. Border control remains one of the most debated political issues in America. As America approaches its 250th anniversary, the border debate shows that the country is still facing the same challenge it faced in 1776. How to protect the nation while preserving freedom.